Our season kicks off on Wednesday, September 30th with an on-the-road performance of Last Comic Standing, America's most compelling comedy competition. Season 9 of Last Comic Standing premieres July 22nd on NBC.
I knew when I was a child I was not going to grow up to be sexy. There were clues everywhere. I've been this same size since I was 7 years old.
The Emmy-nominated Laugh Fest returns with an all-new group of the world's funniest comics.
What the hell is wrong with people? My last flight, this woman gets on the plane with a cat. And the cat has this little orange vest on it that says therapy cat. I don't know what that is. I've never seen one before. I'm going, is that where we're at as a species? I can't get through my day without my therapy cat. He calms me down.
Watch the series this summer on NBC, then get ready for a fun night as you can see the finalists perform live at Stevens for our first show of the season. Come on along and listen to 42nd Street. Those Tony Award-winning Dancin' Feet will be here Sunday, October 4th. It's a quintessential backstage musical comedy classic and includes some of the greatest songs ever written for Broadway. Based on a 1930s novel, you'll be captivated by the romantic tale of starry-eyed young dancer Peggy Sawyer, who packs her dreams in a suitcase and heads for New York, hoping for a big break. In a twist of fate and a twisted ankle, Peggy gets her chance to become a star. 42nd Street's anthems are among the most infectious songs ever written about Manhattan, and as energetic, tough-hearted, and self-romanticizing as the island itself. As soon as the orchestra strikes up the overture with "We're in the Money," you'll feel yourself grinning all the way to the end of the performance. The Chamber Orchestra of Kremlin. On Thursday, October 8th, this dynamic chamber orchestra, including some of Russia's finest young string players, presents a brilliant concert under founder and music director Maestro Misha Raklevsky. Founded in 1991, Raklevsky and his orchestra have presented over 1,800 concerts and have produced a spectacular catalog of recordings to widespread international acclaim. Their concert in Ames will feature orchestral versions of string quartets by Schubert and Beethoven, as well as Schoenberg's compelling Transfigured Night. We're excited that our own Iowa State singers and other local vocalists will join Maestro Raklevsky and the orchestra to offer Schubert's Mass in G and the profound and beautiful Mozart Vespers. Add to your experience with the Overture Dinner, a delicious and informative way to begin the evening.
Of all the boys, all the boys I've known, and I've known some. First met you was lonesome. Came inside of my heart, grew like the world was new to me. You're swell, I'll admit you deserve expressions that fit you. Rack my brain hoping to explain things you do to me.
You'll be in for an unforgettably wild and consistently electrifying performance when you join us for Hot Sardines on Sunday, October 18th. Well known for their distinctive musical magic, the Hot Sardines take a blustery brass lineup, layer it over a rhythm section led by a stride piano virtuoso in the Fats Waller vein, and tie it all together with a One of the Boys frontwoman who sings in both English and French with a voice from another era.
So you'll understand.
Hot Sardines brilliantly fuses musical influences from New York, Paris, and New Orleans that were nurtured from the Prohibition era through the Great Depression, World War II, and beyond. Even while giving voice to the history-defining jazz of the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, the Hot Sardines' vibrant performances bridge generations while captivating 21st century audiences. On Thursday, November 5th, be our guest for Beauty and the Beast, Disney's international smash hit musical with fresh, innovative staging and all of the unforgettable songs that have captivated more than 35 million people in 21 countries. Beauty and the Beast is the classic story of Belle, a young woman in a provincial town, and the Beast, who's really a young prince trapped in a spell placed by an enchantress. If the Beast can learn to love and be loved, the curse will end, and he'll be returned to his former self. But time is running out. If the Beast doesn't show his heart soon, he'll be doomed for all eternity. Experiencing the magic of Disney live on stage never gets old. Let yourself be swept away by this tale as old as time.
Time for new rules, everybody. New rules. New rule, now that the University of North Georgia has put out this Why Follow When You Can Lead course guide that shows white men winning out over a woman and a black man.
On Saturday, November 7th, spend an evening with Bill Maher, the brilliant political commentator who sets the boundaries of where funny political talk can go on American television and who stretches those limits in an evening of hard-hitting, side-splitting stand-up humor. Performing as a stand-up comedian for more than 3 decades, Bill Maher annually performs at least 60 shows in Las Vegas and sold-out theaters across the country. Currently the host of HBO's Real Time and previously Politically Incorrect, Maher's combination of unflinching honesty and big laughs has earned him 26 Emmy nominations.
Baby out with the bathwater?
The Beatles are back.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help.
You'll think it's 1964 and you're right there in the Ed Sullivan Theater when you hear Emmy winners The Fab Four on Sunday, November 8th.
I never needed anybody's help in any way.
This incredible show takes Beatles tributes to a whole new level. Every detail is perfect in their uncanny note-for-note live renditions of Beatles classics.
Be sleeping like a log. Well, when I get hold of you, I want the things that you do will make me feel alright.
Through 3 costume changes, they represent every era of the Beatles' ever-evolving career.
See those hands up, everyone. Come on. Yeah.
If you love the Beatles, you must experience this ultimate tribute to the music that changed our lives.
Oh, it sounds so sweet out there. Keep it coming now.
Just Just in time for the holidays, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer soars into town on Thursday, December 3rd for this faithful adaptation of the wonderful holiday tradition that speaks to the misfit in all of us. Based on the beloved 1964 stop-motion animated special, Rudolph and his friends, including Hermie the Elf, Yukon Cornelius, and the Abominable Snow Monster, take the stage in what's best described as a holly jolly holiday adventure for theater-goers of all ages. Bring your kids, grandkids, nieces, and nephews, as you won't want to miss this classic feel-good holiday adventure. With a brilliant blend of choreography and lavish theatrics, the Moscow Festival Ballet brings a storybook ballet production, Sleeping Beauty, to Stevens on Friday, January 22nd. Sleeping Beauty is the crown jewel of Marius Petipa's career and is often considered the ultimate in classical ballet. It's a grandiose and refined look at the continual and conflicting forces of good and evil. You'll be mesmerized as the story unfolds of a baby princess condemned at her christening to prick her finger and die on her 16th birthday. The fairy tale is complete with a king and queen, fairies both good and evil, a beautiful princess and a dream prince, magical stage effects, and courtly splendor. This romantic storybook ballet production, replete with Tchaikovsky's lush score, promises to be a perfect fit for the whole family and will certainly make you believe in happily ever after. Drawn from the history and folklore of Ireland and her Celtic cousins, Celtic Nights, Thursday, February 11th, brings audiences on a stunning musical journey of people leaving and arriving. With beautiful imagery and costumes and captivating music, you'll be taken on a journey every second to a different place. Your heart will be filled with laughter, sadness, and melancholy, as well as a sense of who we are and who our children will grow up to be. The Celtic Nights experience also celebrates the influence of the old music on what became American sounds, bluegrass, Appalachian, country, and western, or the great songs and ballads from Shenandoah to the songs of the American Civil War. Set at the dawn of a new century, when everything in life is changing and anything is possible, the highly acclaimed Ragtime hits the stage on Thursday, February 18th. The performance is directed and choreographed by Marcia Milgram Dodge and produced by the team that most recently brought audiences The Addams Family, Spamalot, Rock of Ages, and The Color Purple. The stories of an upper-class wife, a determined Jewish immigrant, and a daring young Harlem musician unfold in turn-of-the-century New York. All three stories are united by the performer's desire and belief in a brighter tomorrow. Their compelling stories are set to theater's richest and most glorious Tony Award-winning score. This must-see musical is a timeless celebration of life and stunning in every detail. For those who enjoy great music, you won't want to miss a second of this next concert. Conducted by Maestro Boguslav Davidoff, the Polish Baltic Philharmonic Orchestra performs an all-Beethoven program Tuesday, March 1st. The powerful performance opens with the composer's exhilarating Egmont Overture, followed by his Piano Concerto No. 5, The Emperor, with Marcin Kozak as soloist. The evening concludes with one of the best-known compositions in classical music and one of the most frequently played symphonies of all time, Beethoven's Fifth. Add to your experience with the Overture Dinner, a delicious and informative way to begin the evening. On Thursday, March 3rd, we're delighted to present a performance that's hailed by Time magazine as musical theater gold. Bullets Over Broadway is a hilarious musical comedy about the making of a Broadway show. Written by Woody Allen with direction and choreography by Susan Stroman, Bullets Over Broadway is the story of a young playwright who, in desperate need of financial backing for his next show, accepts an offer he can't refuse from a mobster looking to please his showgirl girlfriend. Loaded with big laughs, colorful characters, and familiar songs that made the 20s roar, Bullets Over Broadway brings musical comedy back with a bang.
I suggest you get your tickets today.
One of the most enduring shows of all time, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat comes to Stevens on Tuesday, April 5th. Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber's irresistible family musical tells of the trials and triumphs of Joseph, Israel's favorite son. Directed and choreographed by Tony Award winner Andy Blankenbuehler, this new production of the 1968 hit is an exuberant success that stays true to all of the original's joyfulness, humor, and fantastic songs, while subtly updating it for a modern audience. With its array of unforgettable songs, you'll find this heartwarming biblical story of Joseph, his 11 brothers, and the coat of many colors magical and simply irresistible. Our season wraps up with a show unlike any other, the world-famous Blue Man Group. On Tuesday, April 19th and Wednesday, April 20th, this unique and truly outrageous show brings great fun for the entire family, combining music, comedy, and multimedia theatrics to create an experience you'll never forget. Come see why Time magazine called Blue Man Group a sensation. And USA Today said their show was an absolutely ecstatic experience. If you've never seen it for yourself, isn't it about time you experienced it? Of course, if you're already a fan, you know what a fun evening it is, and we'll see you there. Wow, that's it. A snapshot of our talent-packed 2015-2016 season. We can't wait to take in the sights and sounds of these amazing artists and powerful performances. Join us at Stevens for entertainment that will enrich your life and give you lasting memories. We'll save you a seat.